In this next video, I'm going to take you through probably the most important part of keeping Xero and your bookkeeping up to date, which is how to reconcile a bank account. From the main dashboard screen when you first log in, the easiest place and the easiest way to get to the items that you need to reconcile is by clicking on the blue reconcile button next to your bank account. This will then take you to this screen in front of you now, which is where we'll be doing most of our work on telling Xero what are the transactions that have happened in the bank. So down here on the left-hand side, these columns, you'll see the information that has been downloaded direct from your bank account, either through a statement that you've imported or a bank feed if you've set one up. Over here on the right-hand side, this column is where we're going to be doing our work of telling Xero who it is that we've paid and what we've paid them for. Once we've done that, these transactions will then start to appear in the reports that we run from Xero, so we can get an accurate image of how the financials of the business are doing. There's two main ways that you can reconcile transactions in Xero. One is through something known as a bank feed, which I'll cover in a separate video. And the way that we're going to go over in this video is how to create something from scratch using the create function. So if we take this first transaction as FastPay, if we assume that FastPay are a marketing agency that we use, what we'll do is in the first box, the who is the name of the person that we paid. So in here we would type FastPay. The what next is what have we paid them for. So like I said, this is an advertising agency. There's a couple ways that you can look for an account in Xero. You can start by typing advertising, in which case it will come up. If you've been using the system for a while and you get familiar with the codes, you can also type the code in. Or if you're not sure if there's an expense account already set up for you, or you want to have a look and see where you want to allocate it, you can just click on the drop down, which will bring up a full list of all of the accounts in Xero, and then you can scan down and see which one best fits. So we'll select advertising. At this point, you can then press the OK button that's popped up in the middle, which will reconcile the transaction, move it off the screen, and then it will start showing up in the reports. Or you can enter an optional description for the transaction, which is particularly useful for things such as Amazon, where you can spend any kind of, you can buy anything from Amazon. So it's helpful to add an extra description in that case, just to give yourselves and us more of an idea of what it is that you're buying. So if this was for a new website build, we may want to put website build in there. Once you're all happy with everything, click OK. The transaction will flash green and it will move off of the screen. And like I said, that will then reconcile the transaction and it will show up in the profit and loss reports that we run. So you'll work through, in a similar fashion, all of the spend monies and all of the receive monies on this screen to make sure they're all cleared off. At that point, Xero will tell you that you have fully reconciled the bank. Once you've done that, what I would recommend doing is come up to the top of the page and click on the reconciliation report button. This is basically showing you the difference between the bank balance in Xero and the statement balance. Once you've reconciled all of the transactions, these will clear off of this screen. And then you'll see down here, there's a line that says statement balance. And if that figure there on the right-hand side agrees to your physical bank statement or your online banking, then you can be happy that everything is in there correctly, there's no duplicates and no issues, and that the bank is fully reconciled.